This video is about interpreting graphs, and I realize this problem is not a graph, but it is an equation, and equations tell us about what a graph would look like. So this particular equation, it's a function, e as a function of t, so elevation is a function of time, and time is in seconds, equals 4,000 minus 50t. So just what we know about graphing, we can kind of get a picture of what this is looking like. The y-axis is our elevation, and the x-axis is our time. This starts high at 4,000, and then with a slope of negative 50. So our initial value is 4,000, and the slope is negative 50, so I can tell that this is going down over time. Let's answer these questions. This equation tells us that Terry started at a time of or an elevation. Well, she started at an elevation of 4,000 feet. The unit is going to be in feet. And Terry's time or elevation is decreasing or increasing. So now we're talking about the rate. The rate has to do with the slope. So it's the elevation that's changing. I know that time is increasing, but it's the elevation that's going to be decreasing by a certain amount. And what it's decreasing by is by the slope, which is 50 feet each second. So there is our rate. Let's do another problem. Mr. Mole left his burrow that lies below the ground and started digging his way at a constant rate deeper into the ground. So that tells me, that constant rate tells me this is going to be linear. And I see that he's going deeper. So that means my slope is going to be negative. I also know that he started below the ground. So the y-intercept is also going to be negative. So if y is Mr. Mole's altitude or height in meters relative to the ground after x minutes, the graph that represents that is going to start with a negative y-intercept. So it's not going to be option A or C. Option B or D both have negative y-intercepts. But then Mr. Mole is going deeper. And so that tells me that the slope is negative. The only choice is option D. Let's do this problem. Lauren graphed the relationship between how many days had passed since she planted a cactus and its height. So I can see that as the days increase, the height of the cactus is also increasing, and it appears to be increasing in a linear manner. What feature of this graph represents how tall the cactus was when Lauren planted it? Well, when Lauren planted it, that's going to occur at the days since planting would be 0. So at 0, I can tell that the height of the cactus was 10 centimeters. What that is on the graph is not the slope or the x-intercept, it is the y-intercept. The y-intercept tells us how tall the cactus was when Lauren planted it. We'll do another problem in another video.